Hi, I'm Ngoc Nguyen for SACB.com, and we're here in Oakland at the Caltrans Field Station, and behind us is the Bay Bridge. And we're just about to go on a tour along with a group of earthquake engineers from around the world to see the seismic retrofit work on the Bay Bridge. It's the largest public works project in the state, and it's set to be finished in 2013.
And the analysis that was done on the bridge, it was ultimately determined that we would be completely replacing the east span of the structure. That's the entire bridge from Yerba Buena Island all the way out to the Oakland touchdown. That we would be retrofitting the entire west span. Those are the twin suspension bridges out over the western part of the bay in San Francisco. That's what most people envision when you say the words Bay Bridge. And then we would do a replacement, a retrofit by replacement of the west approach structure in San Francisco. Now the Skyway is actually done. It was built by a joint venture of Kiewit, FCI, and Manson. And it was complete at the very beginning of 2008. It's a precast concrete structure. Basically a viaduct all the way across that 1.2 mile long length.
What you see right here is the end of the Skyway portion of the new Bay Bridge. These large tubes or dowels that you see coming out are called hinge pipe beams. They're basically over 60 feet long. They're 4-inch thick rolled steel. You can see the diameter right there, and they hold the bridge in place in a large earthquake. They're also designed so that they have a fuse in them that can bend and deform in an earthquake and not allow the bridge to take damage, and then we just pull that fuse out. But this area that we're in right here is the point where the new self-anchored suspension bridge will connect into the Skyway, and these are the things that will really keep it together in a large-scale earthquake. Now looking out here to the west towards San Francisco, you can see the great view of that other bridge, that non-Bay Bridge. What we're doing out here is we're building the supports for what will be the world's largest self-anchored suspension bridge. These columns that you can see coming up in the air and the steel piles that you see all around them are, the steel piles are part of a false work, a scaffolding that we have to build in order to construct the cap beam that will go across from either side and hold the roadbed in place that you'll be driving on in a few years. Then if you keep your eye looking out that way, this is the span that the new self-anchored suspension bridge is going to occupy. It ties in all the way to the other side where you see that very large yellow crane. Now there's only one main cable for this bridge. It anchors basically where I'm standing right now. It goes out, it'll hit the top of the tower, which will be 525 feet in the air. And then it'll go down and it will wrap around the back end that you're seeing over there and then continue on back here and anchor on this side.
It's a lot of work. It's been broken up obviously into different projects. The overall cost for this work is $6.3 billion. And with legislation that took place in 2005, AB 144, we also created a $900 million contingency fund that is part of the overall budget for these projects.